Building muscle isn't just about what you do in the gym, it's about the choices you make every single day. In this video, you'll discover 10 daily habits that can dramatically speed up your muscle growth journey. These habits hold the power to transform not only your training sessions, but also your entire approach to fitness. Whether you're a seasoned lifter or just starting out, these strategies can unlock a new level of progress and help you build the physique you've always dreamed of without burning out or hitting plateaus. Curious to see how you can fast-track your gains? Let's go. Number 10. Including healthy fats. Healthy fats are essential for the production of hormones that promote muscle growth. Hormones like testosterone and growth hormone are crucial for muscle development, and their synthesis depends significantly on the presence of dietary fats. Testosterone, for example, acts as a catalyst for protein synthesis, which allows muscles to repair and grow after intense workouts. Without sufficient healthy fats, hormone production can be compromised, leading to slower recovery and limited muscle gains. These fats also provide sustained energy for intense training sessions. Unlike carbohydrates, which deliver quick bursts of energy, fats break down more slowly, offering a steady release of fuel over time. This makes them particularly valuable during long, strenuous workouts, as they help maintain energy levels when carbohydrate stores begin to deplete. By consuming foods such as avocados, nuts, and fatty fish, athletes can sustain their performance, ensuring they have the endurance to complete challenging sessions. Healthy fats are also vital for the absorption of certain vitamins, particularly fat-soluble ones like vitamins A, D, E, and K. These vitamins play important roles in muscle recovery and overall health. For example, vitamin D is linked to muscle function and strength, as it helps regulate calcium, which is necessary for muscle contraction. Without enough dietary fat, the body struggles to absorb these nutrients, potentially hindering recovery and slowing muscle growth. In addition, healthy fats help manage inflammation, which is a natural part of the muscle building process. During strength training, muscles experience micro-tears, leading to inflammation as part of the recovery. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in sources like salmon and walnuts, can reduce excessive inflammation, allowing for quicker recovery. This helps athletes return to training sooner, making it possible to maintain a consistent schedule without being hampered by prolonged soreness. Fats also play a role in cognitive function, which can indirectly impact performance in the gym. A clear, focused mind is essential for executing complex lifts and maintaining motivation throughout a training regimen. Healthy fats, particularly those found in fish and olive oil, provide the brain with essential nutrients, promoting concentration and mental stamina. This can translate to better form, more effective workouts, and the ability to push through the mental barriers that often come with heavy training. Number 9. Consistent strength training. Consistent strength training is key to creating micro-tears in muscle fibers, a process that stimulates muscle growth. When muscles are exposed to regular stress through exercises like squats, bench presses, and deadlifts, these micro-tears occur, signaling the body to repair and strengthen the affected areas. This process, known as hypertrophy, leads to an increase in muscle size and strength over time. Without consistency, the muscles lack the regular stimulus needed to adapt and grow stronger. A consistent routine ensures that muscles receive the repeated stimulus necessary for optimal adaptation. This routine encourages progressive overload, where muscles gradually adapt to lifting heavier weights or increasing volume. Over time, this process builds more resilient and powerful muscles. It is the regularity of this challenge that prompts muscles to grow, as the body learns to anticipate the demand for greater strength, leading to steady gains in muscle mass. Consistency in strength training also supports efficient neural adaptation. The more frequently a person performs strength exercises, the better the connection between the brain and muscles becomes. This improved communication allows for more effective muscle recruitment during lifts, enhancing strength without necessarily increasing muscle mass initially. This efficiency means that over time, the body becomes better at performing exercises, allowing for more intense workouts and the ability to push heavier weights, which further stimulates growth. A steady strength training regimen helps maintain muscle mass during periods of calorie restriction, such as when aiming to reduce body fat. During a calorie deficit, the body may turn to muscle tissue for energy if not stimulated to retain it. Consistent strength training sends a message that muscle tissue is still needed, helping to preserve lean mass even while losing weight. This balance allows for a more toned and muscular appearance as fat is lost, making it an essential part of any body recomposition plan. Regular training also contributes to long-term metabolic health. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest compared to fat tissue. By building and maintaining muscle through consistent strength training, individuals can increase their resting metabolic rate, RMR. This makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight, as a higher RMR means the body burns more calories throughout the day, even when not actively exercising. It is a long-term strategy for maintaining a lean and muscular physique. If you're enjoying the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 8. Sleeping 7 to 9 hours. True muscle growth happens during sleep, a time when the body undergoes essential recovery and repair processes. During deep sleep stages, the body releases growth hormone, which is crucial for repairing damaged muscle fibers. This hormone helps rebuild the microtears created during strength training, resulting in stronger, larger muscles. Without adequate sleep, growth hormone production is significantly reduced, which can hinder recovery and slow muscle growth. Sleep is also necessary for maintaining proper protein synthesis, the process by which muscles rebuild after being stressed during exercise. Protein synthesis is at its peak during periods of rest, especially during the night when the body is focused on repairing itself. A lack of sleep disrupts this process, leading to incomplete recovery and potentially weaker performance in subsequent training sessions. Sleeping for 7 to 9 hours also helps regulate cortisol levels, the body's stress hormone. High levels of cortisol can interfere with muscle growth by breaking down muscle tissue and promoting fat storage. During sleep, cortisol levels naturally decrease, creating a more favorable environment for muscle repair and growth. By prioritizing sufficient sleep, athletes can keep cortisol in check, enhancing the effectiveness of their training. Quality sleep enhances mental clarity and focus, both of which are critical for performance in the gym. Training while sleep-deprived can lead to poor form, reduced motivation, and an increased risk of injury. Well-rested individuals are more likely to stay focused during their workouts, execute exercises with proper technique, and push themselves through challenging sets. This mental edge can make a significant difference in the quality of each workout. Adequate rest also plays a role in balancing energy levels throughout the day. Poor sleep can leave one feeling tired and sluggish, making it difficult to maintain the intensity required for effective training sessions. A well-rested body, on the other hand, is better equipped to handle the demands of intense workouts, allowing for more consistent progress over time. Number 7. Proper hydration. Water is essential for transporting nutrients to the muscles, including amino acids and glucose, which are needed for muscle repair and energy production. During exercise, muscles require a steady supply of these nutrients to sustain performance and initiate recovery. Proper hydration ensures that blood flow remains optimal, facilitating the delivery of these vital components to muscle tissue, which helps to maximize growth and recovery. Staying hydrated also impacts athletic performance. Muscles that are well hydrated can contract more effectively, leading to better strength and endurance during workouts. Even slight dehydration can impair muscle function, making it harder to lift weights or complete cardio sessions. Athletes who maintain good hydration levels are more likely to sustain peak performance throughout their entire workout, leading to better overall results. Hydration is also crucial for regulating body temperature during intense physical activity. As the body heats up during exercise, it relies on sweating to cool down, but this process leads to fluid loss. Without adequate hydration, the body struggles to maintain its optimal temperature, leading to fatigue and reduced performance. Drinking water before, during, and after workouts helps maintain fluid balance, allowing for longer and more effective training sessions. Adequate hydration supports joint health by keeping the joints lubricated. This is particularly important for those engaging in strength training, as dry or stiff joints can lead to discomfort or injury. Proper hydration helps the synovial fluid around the joints function effectively, reducing friction and ensuring smoother movement during exercises like squats and deadlifts. This allows for more consistent training without being hindered by joint pain. Water also plays a role in preventing muscle cramps. During exercise, electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium are lost through sweat. These electrolytes are necessary for muscle contraction, and a lack of them can lead to cramps and muscle fatigue. Drinking water that contains electrolytes, especially during long or intense workouts, can help maintain muscle function and reduce the likelihood of cramps, ensuring that training can continue without interruptions. Number 6. Avoiding excess cardio. Excessive cardio can undermine muscle-building efforts by burning muscle tissue instead of fat, especially when combined with a calorie deficit. When the body engages in long-duration cardio, it can start to use muscle protein as a source of energy, which can lead to a reduction in muscle mass over time. To prevent this, it is important to balance cardio activities with strength training to ensure that the body preserves lean muscle. Cardio can also interfere with the recovery process if done too frequently or intensely. After a tough strength training session, muscles need time to recover, and adding intense cardio can place additional stress on them, prolonging recovery time. By limiting cardio to moderate levels, one can ensure that the body has enough time to repair muscle fibers and prepare for the next strength training session. Balancing cardio with weight training is key to achieving a leaner physique without sacrificing muscle mass. While cardio can help burn calories and improve cardiovascular health, focusing too much on it can make it harder to achieve a muscular appearance. By prioritizing shorter, more intense cardio sessions, such as high-intensity interval training, one can maximize fat burning while preserving muscle mass. Controlled cardio sessions also help manage cortisol levels. Extended cardio can elevate cortisol, which can hinder muscle growth by breaking down muscle tissue. By opting for shorter, more efficient cardio routines, athletes can keep cortisol levels in a more favorable range, promoting better muscle retention and recovery. Cardio, when done in moderation, can improve overall stamina and endurance, which supports better performance in strength training sessions. This improved endurance allows athletes to perform more repetitions, maintain better form, and stay consistent through longer strength training routines. By finding the right balance between cardio and strength training, one can enhance overall fitness without compromising muscle gains. Number 5. Varying muscle stimuli. Varying muscle stimuli is essential for continuous progress in muscle development. When the same workout routine is followed for an extended period, muscles adapt to the movements and stop responding as effectively. This is known as the plateau effect, where gains in strength and size slow down or even halt. By changing exercises, adjusting the number of sets and reps, or altering the tempo of movements, the body is constantly challenged to adapt to new demands, which reignites growth. For example, swapping out traditional bench presses for incline presses or introducing supersets can force muscles to recruit different fibers, promoting further growth. Switching up the type of training also activates different types of muscle fibers. Human muscles are composed of both slow twitch and fast twitch fibers, each of which responds to different kinds of exercise. Fast twitch fibers are engaged during explosive movements like sprints and heavy lifting, while slow twitch fibers are more active during endurance activities. By incorporating a variety of training methods, such as powerlifting, hypertrophy training, and even high-rep, low-weight sessions, all muscle fibers are effectively targeted, leading to more comprehensive muscle development. Introducing new training modalities can also increase the intensity of workouts, pushing the muscles beyond their usual capacity. For example, incorporating resistance bands or using unstable surfaces like balance boards forces the body to work harder to stabilize and control movements, activating smaller stabilizer muscles that may not be engaged during regular weight training. These small but critical muscles support larger movements, leading to improved overall strength and reducing the risk of muscle imbalances. This not only contributes to better muscle definition, but also enhances functional strength, making everyday movements easier. Another benefit of varying muscle stimuli is the prevention of mental fatigue and boredom during training. Engaging in the same exercises week after week can become monotonous, leading to a decline in motivation. By introducing new challenges and keeping the workouts diverse, the experience remains stimulating and enjoyable, making it easier to stick with a long-term fitness plan. This sustained motivation can translate into more consistent effort during each training session, which is key for achieving long-term gains in muscle mass and strength. Number 4. Timing carbohydrate intake. Consuming carbohydrates at the right time is a key strategy for optimizing muscle growth and recovery. Carbohydrates are the body's preferred source of energy, especially during high-intensity workouts. Eating a portion of carbohydrates before a training session ensures that glycogen levels in the muscles are topped up, providing the energy needed to power through demanding exercises. This energy boost enables athletes to lift heavier weights, complete more reps, and sustain higher intensity, all of which contribute to better stimulation of muscle fibers and greater muscle growth. Post-workout, carbohydrates play a different but equally important role. After intense training, muscles are in a state where they can rapidly absorb nutrients to start the recovery process. Consuming carbohydrates soon after exercise helps replenish depleted glycogen stores, which are the energy reserves that get used up during training. This replenishment is vital for preparing the body for the next workout, as it ensures that muscles have sufficient energy to perform at their best. Without enough post-workout carbohydrates, recovery can be delayed, and performance in subsequent sessions may suffer. The combination of protein with carbohydrates post-workout is particularly effective. Carbohydrates trigger the release of insulin, a hormone that facilitates the transport of amino acids from protein into muscle cells. This insulin response enhances protein synthesis, leading to more effective muscle repair and growth. A simple meal or shake with a balanced ratio of protein and carbohydrates immediately after training can significantly accelerate the rebuilding of muscle tissue. This approach allows for faster recovery and better adaptation to training stress, resulting in consistent muscle gains over time. Timing carbohydrate intake is not only about boosting performance, but also about managing body composition. Eating carbohydrates earlier in the day, such as around breakfast or pre-workout, helps ensure that the energy is utilized during physical activity rather than being stored as fat. By prioritizing carbs around workout times and opting for lower carb meals during periods of lower activity, one can maximize the benefits of these nutrients without risking unwanted fat gain. This approach allows athletes to maintain a leaner physique while still providing their muscles with the fuel they need. Number 3, stretching and mobility. Stretching and mobility exercises are essential for improving blood circulation, which directly impacts muscle recovery. Enhanced circulation ensures that oxygen and nutrient-rich blood is delivered efficiently to the muscles, aiding in the repair of microtears that occur during training. Dynamic stretches before a workout can increase blood flow to targeted areas, warming up the muscles and preparing them for the stress of exercise. This not only improves performance, but also reduces the risk of pulling a muscle or straining a joint. Post-workout stretching aids in reducing muscle soreness by helping to flush out lactic acid and other metabolic waste products that accumulate during intense exercise. Static stretches help elongate muscle fibers, which can prevent the tightness that often follows heavy lifting. By maintaining muscle flexibility through regular stretching routines, athletes can reduce the severity of delayed-onset muscle soreness, DOMS, enabling a quicker return to training without being hindered by stiffness or discomfort. Incorporating mobility exercises into a routine helps to prevent injuries by ensuring that muscles and joints maintain a healthy range of motion. Movements like hip openers, shoulder rotations, and spinal twists keep the body's natural flexibility intact, reducing the risk of overuse injuries or strains that can occur from repetitive exercises. A body that moves well is less likely to compensate improperly during lifts, which can lead to imbalances and injuries over time. This creates a safer environment for consistent progress in strength training. Stretching also improves muscle flexibility, which is important for achieving a fuller range of motion during exercises. A greater range of motion means that muscle fibers are stretched and contracted more fully during each rep, leading to better muscle engagement and more effective workouts. For example, deeper squats activate more muscle groups in the legs and glutes compared to shallow squats. Regularly working on flexibility through stretching allows athletes to push their movements further, maximizing the impact of their training. Number 2, monitoring caloric intake. Monitoring caloric intake is key to providing the energy needed for muscle growth while avoiding excessive fat gain. Building muscle requires a surplus of calories, meaning that one must consume more than the body burns in a day. This surplus provides the extra energy that the body needs to create new muscle tissue. However, eating too much can lead to unwanted fat accumulation, so it's important to find the right balance where the caloric surplus is used primarily for muscle development. Accurately tracking calories helps ensure that the body gets enough nutrients to support intense training. Protein, carbohydrates, and fats all play distinct roles in fueling workouts and recovery, and monitoring caloric intake allows for better control over these macronutrient ratios. For example, ensuring a higher protein intake can support muscle synthesis, while maintaining adequate carbohydrates supports energy levels during training. A well-rounded caloric plan can make the difference between efficient muscle gains and stagnation. Maintaining a caloric surplus helps prevent the body from entering a catabolic state where it starts breaking down muscle for energy. During periods of intense training, the body needs readily available fuel to repair the muscle fibers that have been stressed. By keeping calorie intake slightly above maintenance levels, the body remains in an anabolic state where it can focus on building muscle rather than depleting it for energy. This is particularly important during bulking phases, where the primary goal is to add muscle mass. Monitoring caloric intake also allows for better control during cutting phases, where the goal is to shed fat while retaining muscle. By carefully reducing calories while maintaining a high protein intake, athletes can preserve lean muscle mass while encouraging the body to use stored fat as an energy source. This targeted approach helps in achieving a more defined physique without sacrificing the hard-earned muscle built during periods of caloric surplus. Being mindful of caloric intake aids in adjusting the diet as training intensity and goals change. For example, during periods of heavy training, increasing calorie intake can support enhanced performance and recovery. On the other hand, during rest periods or lighter training phases, slightly reducing caloric intake can prevent unnecessary fat gain. This adaptability ensures that dietary habits align with training needs, providing optimal conditions for both muscle growth and body composition management. Number 1. Consuming protein in every meal. Protein is essential for muscle building, as it provides the amino acids required for muscle repair and growth. Each time muscles are stressed through training, tiny tears form in the muscle fibers. Protein helps repair these tears, making the muscles stronger and larger in the process. Including a source of protein in every meal ensures a steady supply of amino acids, which supports continuous muscle recovery throughout the day, even between training sessions. Having protein in every meal helps maintain an active metabolism, which is important for burning fat and supporting muscle growth. Protein has a higher thermic effect compared to carbohydrates and fats, meaning that the body uses more energy to digest it. This can lead to a slight increase in daily calorie burn, which is particularly useful when aiming to achieve a leaner physique while building muscle. Protein is not just about quantity. The timing and distribution throughout the day matter as well. Consuming moderate amounts of protein in each meal rather than large amounts in one sitting allows for better absorption and utilization. This approach ensures that the body has a constant supply of amino acids, which is especially important after workouts when muscles are most receptive to repair and growth. A balanced intake throughout the day can support both short-term recovery and long-term muscle development. High protein intake is also associated with better satiety, helping to control hunger and manage overall calorie intake. This is fundamental for those who need to maintain a caloric surplus without gaining excessive fat. By feeling fuller for longer, it becomes easier to focus on consuming nutrient-dense foods that support muscle growth rather than turning to high-calorie, low-nutrient options. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.